Where have I been? Where have I been? I've been stressing YouTube. I've been stressing. I've been dealing with life. Let me turn a light on. Will that help? This, it is what it is. We're not set up as a YouTuber right now. We're set up as Nicole venting, Queen Cole venting, vlogging, if you will. If you're new here, welcome to the chaos. Hope you stick around. I have been MIA for the past month because I did record a video for you guys. And then I looked at it and I said, girl, crying on camera? Baby girl, no. I can't even tell you what's in the video. Sometimes I just record to then play it back and be like, yeah, I did that. Okay, I talked my feelings out with somebody. That's somebody being me because, let's be real, I only have like 2 friends in real life. Anyways, I have been MIA because I've been very stressed. I'm trying not to ignore the fact that I'm stressed. I am working full-time, nothing new there, and I've started my new semester of 4 classes. So yeah, you guessed it. Full-time work, full-time school, balancing that work-life balance, but also trying to figure out when I can go work out. Taking on the stress of training somebody, and I'm not saying, like, if you're watching this, I'm not saying you're stressful at all, but like, it's stressful knowing that I hardly have time for myself and I want to make time for others, and it's just, there's no like gap. And you're like, Nicole, how are you recording this right now? I theoretically cannot talk about this because it could, I'm like, maybe hypothetically speaking, on the clock. Anyways, none of your business. Man, what kind of video is this gonna be? I don't even know. I am extremely stressed. So my dog just had 7 teeth removed, and I thought that it was gonna be a piece of cake. Honestly, I thought she was gonna pass away because of the anesthesia, but she did well. They told us that she fought through the medicine, that they had to sedate her even more, which is great because she has a will to live. But now that she's back, she has this cone on her head, and I did not get sleep last night. The girl was rummaging around, jumping up from the chair down to the bed, down to the floor, chair, floor. Anyways, maybe I'm a little sleep deprived, and that's why I have chosen to create this video. I just wanted to come on here and tell you guys where I've been, what I've been doing. So I've kind of taken a step back from modeling. I think I've said this before in other videos. If I haven't, I'm just delusional. But modeling is to the side. I am so serious about this degree. I feel that I've put it off way too long. Not that I've like completely stopped, but your girl was not taking full terms. So now I'm taking full terms. And I had a conversation with my therapist. Love her. She's the best. Love her in a professional client way. So she and I had a conversation the other day, and she asked me how I was feeling about school. I wasn't even going to talk to her about school because I was just like, oh, it's another thing on my checklist. And we're like, well, why is that? Why is it just another thing on my checklist? And I'm like, oh man, here we go. Getting into the trauma, my childhood traumas. So growing up, there were certain things that were celebrated, but nothing relative to school. It was always, oh, good job, great job. And when I came back from the military, if you didn't know that, I was in the military. When I came back, I had to go into college right away. My family said, if you're going to stay with us, you need to go into college. You need to do college things and get your life together. And I said, okay, I'm going to do that. So I got my AA in business studies. It's just a general AA, but it was focused towards business. And I hated it. I hated every second of it, but I did it. And when I graduated, it was the best moment of my life. Like, seriously, walking across that stage, I felt so alive. I felt so accomplished. And that, to the Nicole, if I heard someone else say that, I'd be like, you're corny as fuck for that. Can I curse? Oh, I don't know. YouTube, don't ban me. Anyways, I felt so corny for saying that. And if somebody said that to me, I would feel corny for them. But that's not the point. That's how I felt. I truly felt so alive and so accomplished. And so for my family to be there and support me was nice. But it was like after graduation day, okay, what's next? When are you going to UCF? When are you starting your bachelor's? When is the bachelor's happening? You need to do this. You need to get this degree. Like, it is as if every day for the past 2 years, and it was actually a bit longer, I think it was like 2.5 years for me to get my AA. It was as if the 2 to 2.5 years of me suffering, going to classes, learning things that I didn't want to learn, I didn't have a passion in, and finally getting that piece of paper that they wanted me to get was nothing. It was like everything I had done was discredited because it wasn't a bachelor's degree. Bro, do you know how freaking upsetting that is? And I can't even sit here and complain to the fullest because it's like financially my grandparents, angels, like they paid for this schooling. But I put in the work and it was just like, okay, next step. And so when I was talking to my therapist about this, she's like, do they treat academic things like that? Like, just, okay, great job, next. And I was like, yeah, that's kind of it. But it got me thinking even deeper, okay? Because it's not just education that they're like this with. It's everything. It's all my accomplishments. It kind of just like, oh, that's nice. Oh, good for you. Like, there's no true acknowledgement of what is happening. There's never a celebration. There was a dinner for my AA degree. I will say that. I did have a really nice dinner at Cheddar's. But my military experience kind of got pushed to the side. It's not really acknowledged anymore. Like, I tried to do that. That's why I'm going to be 27, maybe 28 when I graduate with my bachelor's, because I spent that time doing the military stuff. And it's kind of like, oh, you're not on the pace you need to, the track you need to be on. And they're overlooking that period of my life. Like, I went into the military. I was trying to do something there. It didn't work out. Was medically discharged. And so like that got pushed to the side. I get my AA. That's pushed to the side. But not only those things, it's like my social media. When I tell them like, hey, I have 100,000 followers on Instagram. Okay, that's nice. When I became a model for a shapewear company, okay, that's nice. Like, and that's not, I have an email. That's not exactly the words that they use, you know? It's not, but I'm trying to get my point across. Like, all of my accomplishments were never really celebrated. And I'm just expected to like keep pushing. And so diving even deeper into that, like my therapist got me to that conclusion that like, okay, I don't approach school with excitement because there's nothing to be celebrated. And there might be this like subconscious saying like, once you get your bachelor's, they're just going to tell you to go get something else. Like, work on your master's, your PhD, for Christ's sake. But where was I going? Oh, I realized that the most successful people in your family are the most overlooked. I feel so overlooked, and it's because they're so used to me being successful and hitting these accomplishments and these goals. It's nothing to them. What they would more so pay attention to is if I decided I'm not doing this anymore. Or if I started failing every class, flunking every class, then it's gonna spark something in them like, whoa, this is out of character. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? So, man. And it made me think, this is just a subtopic, this is a side conversation. It made me think, why are we always celebrating people that have straight A's and graduate cum laude and whatever, valedictorian? Why are we celebrating those people when the people that get C's, B's even, Those people could be working just as hard, if not harder. Why are we giving recognition to these people with A's? And I get it. It's like, okay, they got A's, Nicole. They got straight A's. They are capable. They are brilliant. They are smart. They did all these things. What was their life? Because I'm sorry, if mommy and daddy sat you down and paid all of your schooling or helped you apply for scholarships, and you don't work a full-time job, you don't even work a part-time job, your only job is to go to school, and that's why you're getting straight A's, that's kind of some BS to me. And of course I'm biased, because look at me, working full-time, going to school full-time. I'm gonna have that viewpoint. There might be some people that watch this and they're like, bro, get it together, you just sound jealous, whatever, you know? But I'm just thinking, like, those people that graduate with C's and get their degree, babe, dude, whoever you are, please celebrate as if you're the valedictorian. Please celebrate as if you've graduated cum laude, because you are equally as dedicated as the next. Like, you literally sat there. You might have not even wanted the degree, but you sat there and you got the paper. And that is what I'm freaking clinging on to, okay? The fact that I love my degree. Don't get me wrong. I freaking love kinesiology. I'm obsessed. And I mean that in a non-influencer way. Like, I'm genuinely obsessed. Anybody asks me fitness, nutrition related topics, I get so passionate and so involved. And like, if I don't know something, you best believe I'm going to go research it. But if you're sitting through a degree you don't like and you just skim by on C's, I am so proud of you. And you should be proud of yourself. And if your family isn't proud because okay, they got a degree, you better go celebrate. Even if it's by your mother freaking self, go celebrate. Because Lord knows I will. Now, I'm not saying that when I get this degree, my family's not going to be proud of me, because this is literally all that they've ever wanted me to do. There was never any talk of doing anything else, and I think that's why my achievements, my accomplishments on the side don't really mean much to them. But, man, I'm telling you, when I get this degree and we celebrate, I don't want to hear a peep about it. I mean, my birth mom, I have a stepmom, so I call her my birth mom. My birth mom, she is, and this is another thing, she is distant from me. Like, she and I didn't have a close relationship as I was growing up, not of any fault of her own, but she is so extremely supportive of all of my accomplishments. She's always telling me how proud I am. And I believe that is because we are not as close and connected. You tend to also overlook or be overlooked when someone is close to you and is around you every day. Like, it's as if you're being taken for granted. So my dad, I'm sorry, Dad. Sorry. I know you get offended if I call you out. But my dad, my grandparents, they're so used to seeing me every day, or grandparents like once every month or maybe twice every month. But like, they're so familiar with me being successful and seeing me like put in the work that it's just nothing new to them and it's getting overlooked. Whereas my mom, you know, we weren't that close growing up, but she's hearing all these things that I'm doing, the modeling, the social media, school, I mean, my job, how much I've advanced in my career outside of what I actually want to do. Like, there are so many things that I've done, and she's just so proud. And I'm like, that is what I crave from the people I see every day. And those people are never going to give me that level of pride or acknowledgement, because that's just how it is. That's just how it is. If you are a successful person, I'm sure that you feel the same way. Like, your family, if you're the most successful person in your family, you probably are so sick of like always being the one held to these high levels. So for me, it's success fatigue. I am feeling fatigued. Like, okay, what's the point of me keeping up with this stuff if nobody really gives a flying, you know? Anyways, had that conversation with my therapist, and it made me realize a lot about myself. And one of our goals is to celebrate the little things. So, for example, your girl just got her first 100 on a quiz in my special populations class, And my friend and I are going to go out Saturday. We're going to go have a nice little workout and then go get some really yummy food to celebrate. And her goal for me is to just continuously celebrate myself and do the things that I have been trying to do lately, like self-care, but revolve it around those grades that come in. Like, I need to acknowledge my successes because I've been put in this frame of mind that every little success I have is nothing because it's not the freaking degree. All of my successes feel like nothing because it's not this stupid degree. Bro, I'm gonna have a mental breakdown. Knowing that and acknowledging that that is how I've been wired by my family, we're cutting those wires, we're cutting those ties because everything is so worth celebrating. I don't even know if I'm gonna be here tomorrow. You don't know if you're gonna be here tomorrow. So if you accomplish something today, be prideful, go celebrate, and that's it. That's it, babe. And if you're working on a degree and you're in the same position I'm in and like your family is just like, oh, whatever, you're going to school, whatever. No, be proud of yourself. So if you can't tell, I've been really stressed out trying to like get through mentally, just preparing for the full class load that I have on top of my work and keeping that motivation that I have to finish this degree on top of like daily life things such as my pup having surgery. So I have been a little distant from social media, including YouTube, but I don't know what to do on YouTube anymore. I tried. I was like, let me give advice. Let me be the advice person because I have a lot to say. Let me do a vloggy vlog of my whole day, but I don't know. I kind of just like talking to the camera and speaking freely because I don't have a lot of friends. I have friends that listen to me. Like, I love them. Love you guys. But it's gotta be like not formulated. Like, I feel like my Instagram is formulated. We're not formulating it anymore because I just want to give you guys updates. And if you care to watch, great. Thank you so much. And if you don't and you're just a hater and you're here, thank you so much as well because you're getting my views up. Anyways, what a ramble. What a freaking ramble, okay? We're gonna look back at this. Oh, I'm setting a goal. We're gonna look back at this. I'm gonna be graduated in a year and a half, God willing, if I'm still around. And I'm going to be working towards my new place, my new apartment. It's gonna be a luxury apartment vibe. Hi, baby. God is gonna be good. God is good. But like, I'm gonna be able to come back to this video and be like, dang girl, you were stressed, you're crazy, but you made it. Anyways. All right, that was it. That's everything I have to say right now. So I hope you enjoyed my chaos. And if you haven't already followed / subscribed, please go do so. I can't promise when I'll be back, but I'll be back. I love you so much. Goodbye.